I'm Ayati Parma from BSET English 1A, and now I'm here to discuss the following. 1. Discuss an astounding contribution of the following in linguistics. Aristotle, for his stage study of language, has always had two kinds of practitioners, and practical and the theoretical linguists. Aristotle was no doubt the first theoretical linguistics, in addition to being the first in many other subjects, but he also contributed essentially to the development of practical linguistics. Robert Watt contribute an example modern linguists hold up of way how to entirely misunderstand dialect, variation, and historical change in language. Lode was Lode just made up rules of English grammar that never existed historically and are still not followed in the formal speech today. For example, the two negative make a positive. Sir William Jones. He is particularly known for his proposition of the existence of relationship among Indo-European languages. His contribution to linguistics and inspiring Western interest in the study of India remain significant advances in our understanding of our common heritage as the family of humankind. Ferdinand de Saussure, credited with establishing modern linguistics, Saussure was one of the founders of structuralism. According to him, linguistics entities are parts of the system and are defined by their relationship to one another within the said system. Saussure introduced structuralism in linguistics, marking a revolutionary break in the study of language, which had till then been historical and biological. Number 2. In the process of language acquisition, the caregiver in the stimulus given to the child who babbles and coos as a response, thus reinforcement occurs, and the child is patted or cares. When he speaks, then he forms language, producing habits. It supports the ability of our child to communicate and express and understand feelings. It also supports your child's thinking ability and helps them develop and maintain relationship. Language development um, lays the foundation of the reading and writing skills in children as they enter and progress through school. Number 3, define or describe or explain the following. And we have Romance languages. The Romance languages, less commonly referred to as the Latin languages or Neo-Latin. Languages are the various modern languages that all evolved from Vulgar Latin between the 3rd and 8th centuries. They are a subgroup of Italic languages in the Indo-European languages family. Next, we have Germanic languages. Germanic languages branch of the Indo-European languages family. Scholars often divide the Germanic languages into English, German, and Netherlandic, or we call Dutch. North Germanic, including Danish, Swedish, Icelandic, Norwegian, and Faroese, and the East Germanic, now extinct, comprising only Gothic and the languages of the Vandals, Burgundians, and a few other tribes. Next, we have Indo-European languages. The Indo-European languages are the language firmly native to the overwhelming majority of Europe, the Iberian Plateau, and the northern Indian subcontinent. Next, we have Sino-Tibetan, also known as Trans-Himalayan. In a few sources, is a family of more than 400 languages. Second, only the two Indo-European in number of native speakers. The vast majority of these are the 1.3 billion native speakers of Chinese languages. Now I will explain the following. First, we have Grimm's Law. Grimm's Law defines the relationship between certain stop consonants in Germanic languages and their original in Indo-European. These consonants underwent shifts that change the way they are pronounced. The Great Vowel Shift was a series of changes in the pronunciation of the English language that took place primarily between 1400 and 1700, beginning in southern England and today having influenced effectively all dialects of English. I will discuss the history of English language. Old English language, also called Anglo-Saxon, languages spoken and written in England before 1100. It is a successor of Middle English and Modern English. Scholars place Old English in the Anglo-Prussian group of West Germanic languages. Four dialects of Old English language are known. Northumbrian in northern England, and the southern Scotland, Marian and central England, Kentish in southern England, and the West Saxon in southern and southwestern England. Middle English languages, the vernacular spoken and written in England from about 1100 to about 1500. The descendant of the Old English and the successor of Modern English. Modern English, sometimes New English, or NE or ME, as opposed the Middle English and Old English is spoken from of the English language spoken since the Great Vowel Shift in England, which began in the late 14th century and was complete in rough and truth 1550. Eastern Modern English or Early New English, sometimes abbreviated EME, EME is the stage of the English language from the beginning to the Tudor period to the English Eretigum and restoration from and transition from Middle English in the late 15th century to the transition to. That's all. Thank you. Again, I'm Ayati Parva from BSED English 180.